The dust has barely settled at the Stampede grounds following the event's second most attended season ever. But any celebration overshadowed by a dark cloud now hanging over what some question may no longer be worthy of being called the greatest outdoor show on earth.
I think it has damaged the reputation of the Calgary Stampede.
This week, the Calgary Stampede now taking responsibility, accepting liability and negligence after a former longtime employee was convicted of abusing teenage boys with the young Canadians for decades. A partial settlement was reached in a class action lawsuit.
My request is going to be that we halt future funding until we know that they're moving forward and that we're satisfied with the actions to change their institution.
In 2018, Heerema was sentenced to 10 years in prison for sexually abusing 6 members of the young Canadians. The class action lawsuit involves more than 70 individuals.
We all deserve to know in considerably more detail with a much higher level of transparency who knew what when at the Calgary Stampede board.
I am happy that accountability has been accepted by Calgary Stampede, and I can tell you that the board and leadership remain committed to make sure that this never happens again.
In a statement, the Calgary Stampede writes, "While we can't change the past, we remain committed to doing everything possible to guard against anything similar ever happening again, and have taken many meaningful steps over the past 9 years to enhance the safety and wellness of our youth participants." Alberta's Premier says she doesn't plan on cutting funding, but wants to make sure changes have actually been made.
We have to get some evidence from young Canadians that they've taken this seriously and put those protocols in place so kids are safe.
George Chahal says those who allegedly knew and didn't listen should be fired and a full investigation launched. Now, this afternoon, we also received a statement from the federal government, from the Economic Development Prairies Ministry, and it says that this is a very sensitive matter that demands our attention and discretion as we examine a path forward from this tragic development. And this was in response to the calls to halt the funding.